Yes, we are dominating the financial world. But why is it necessary for you to understand this? Because finance, as we know, is changing. And if you don't understand this and adopt this like these giants, you're gonna miss out. The IntelliJ protocol is playing out here, as you can see, a South Korean giant signing up with consensus to build their own item and on consensus, and to issue currency and certificates. They are using RippleNet. So that's where the IntelliJ protocol comes in. And when you actually look at what Roby is actually stating, and he's actually from head of digital assets, Blackrock. So he stated that most of the finance is going to be digitized. If you want to read through that, that's cool. The idea is he has a different viewpoint than many in the crypto community, because he thinks digitization can be done without tokenization. And if tokenization is happening, he thinks it's a catalyst for digitization. When this is all happening, try to sink this one in, because it is really important to keep this in your mind, because greatest wealth is created by being an early investor in an innovation and digitization of finance using IntelliJ protocol to connect through all walled gardens around the world, or tokens, or with garden, with token, without token, whatever it is. It is the idea of future, or it was the idea of future before, say 4, 5 years, 6, 7 years before. Now it is happening. If you see value in the video, please do hit the like, subscribe, and the bell notification icon to get notified about the future videos. Welcome to the Scientific Investor channel, where we discuss crypto and science behind investing regularly. Now, when we actually talk about this, many of you will actually criticize you, mock you, but it is absolutely worth holding and just smiling at them. RippleNet is solving real-life problems for expats across the world by enabling them to send money to their loved one instantaneously with little cost. And that's what they are doing here with D-Money in Thailand. Now, we already know this, right? Why are we stating about the ability of Ripple for cross-border payments? Because when you go ahead, you can see this. Central banks love it as a means of exchange. The digital assets, they like it as a means of exchange, not as a store of value. That's what you really have to understand. And when you go through the entire article, you have a lot of things to take away. Now, while talking through that, we'll just go through the important areas of that. So, talking about the removal of cash from the economy, now it's in the name of new virus. Okay, that's cool. But if you actually look at that, they are looking at contactless payment, and that is digitization. Okay, you have to understand that. And when you move on, the next point is worry about money laundering. So, the privacy and anonymity coins may go into the back seat. They won't have much of a role in the future digitized world. Whereas when you move even down, you'll get this. Central banks, as custodians of conventional banking, they want digital currencies for using it as a medium of exchange. Now, that's Internet of Value, because banks are not just communicating or exchanging value within them, right? They need to move across different ledgers. So that's where the IntelliJ protocol and the Internet of Value come into play, and Ripple's value proposition becomes great. Now, yes, there are guys who don't understand this, and they say, yeah, it's all cool. They are going to use Ripple software. But what about XRP? And these guys don't understand that if they want to connect it between interledger, they need a medium of exchange in between one ledger and another. And that's where XRP come into play. So that means ECB is talking about digitization, not tokenization. When you go through this, you will get a clear idea. And you get the same or a similar idea when you listen to Robbie from Blackrock. This guy from US is also thinking similarly. Now, yes, at the same time, he has a point. If tokenization is happening in a different field, okay, that's cool, because that will just be a catalyst for the digitization process. Now, why he is actually thinking in that way? It actually gives you much idea when you actually look at some area of finance which actually needs tokenization. Now, you can't avoid tokenization in some of the aspects, because they actually need to do that. Yes, tokenization is important for them to become digital because digitization has to be done for the future of finance. Thus, the ability to connect between ledgers will be priority, and we have interledger protocol for that. Now, when you actually move on and look at what are coming out, custodians who are insured up to $1 million will make digital assets usage just like using a normal bank account, which reduces the complexity of holding on to it yourself on a ledger. Now, yes, for us, the young guys, it's not much a great deal because we've been using technology from, childhood, and we can understand that. But that's not the case for those who are old from, different countries. They don't have access to all these technologies, so they are not familiar with it. And those people will be feeling comfortable if they have something like this as an option to go in. Now, when the big players are ready and they have accumulated enough, is when they let out news for the mass media like this. And when we say this, you have to understand that they are prepared. The question is, are you prepared? Are we prepared? Now, yeah, keep that and think that in your mind. Now, moving on to the next one. Because when institutions are in digital assets, they are already finding value in XRP. If you read this, you can just get that. It's no wonder that real institutional customers are using and finding value in XRP, and governments, regulators, and central banks are increasingly recognizing the role it can play in the global system. I repeat, they are recognizing the role of XRP in the global system. So finally, it's, the value prospects which Ripple laid out, and it is actually getting traction from the real people. Now, finally, I would like to take you guys into a tweet, which I agree with completely. So, shout out to the guy, Pacho Mochacho. If I pronounced it wrong, I'm sorry. But the idea is cool here. If you hold 5K coins, it's life changing. If you hold 10K, it's cool. If you hold 20 or more, it's better. But trying to make even more gains or increase number of coins by trading is kind of risky and generally not worth it. Now, that's my message to my viewers as well, because don't risk it. If you want to trade it, okay, it's up to you. But in my viewpoint, I'll say don't take that risk. If you are new to this space, if you are new in trading, don't take that risk because that won't be much. If you see value in the video, please do hit the like, subscribe, and the bell notification icon to get notified about the future videos. Help the channel grow, reach out to more of our community members.